Hi, it's Jenny from Buggy Baby, and today we're taking a look at the Joie Litetrax Pro. You can use this pushchair straight from birth all the way up until your child reaches 22k, and you can combine this with a compatible car seat, so you can either pick a compatible Joie car seat or you can attach near enough any other car seat using the correct adapters. You also have the option of attaching a compatible Joie Carrycot. This retails at £240 and it weighs 9.7 kilograms, so it's fairly lightweight for the size of the pushchair. If you've been looking at the Joie Litetrax 4 and you want to know what the differences are between that and the Litetrax Pro, the main difference here are the wheels. So the wheels on the Pro are rubber foam filled wheels, which makes them all-terrain, and the other difference is the leatherette detailing on the bumper bar. You can also use the Pro up to 22k, but with the Litetrax 4 you can only use that up until your child reaches 15k. So we're going to take this out of the box, we'll build the pushchair, and then we can look at all of the features it has to offer. So we've got everything out of the box, and here you can see we have got the pushchair itself, we've got a bumper bar, we have a parent tray. Here are our wheels, so these are our front swivel wheels, these are our larger rear wheels, and it also comes with a rain cover. So first up we need to attach the wheels, and to do that we're just going to open our frame up. There should be a clasp somewhere, there we go. Okay, there's our frame up, and the wheels are just going to pop on. So if we start with the rear ones, you can see here we've got a little hole for the wheels to go into, and we're going to pop them on. We have the other rear one on, and twist it round so it goes in, get that in the right place. There we go. There we go. And now for our front wheels. And again, they're just going to pop on to the pins here. There we go. Last one. Okay, so they're all in place. There, I can already feel just from moving it just like that how easy this is going to be to manoeuvre. Really nice wheels. And it's swiveling really nicely with those front swivel wheels. Now we're going to attach the included bumper bar, and you can see here this has got leatherette detailing, and this is one of the things that sets it apart from the Litetrax 4. And this is going to slide into place, so just here we've got these little slot bits that we're going to put the bumper bar onto, and hopefully it's just going to slide into place. And you can see this pivots as well, so you'll be able to just take one side out and then remove it to the side so that you can get your child in. So there we go, you can hear that click, that means it's in place. And just here are the little buttons that you're going to use if you want to remove it, so you just press it in and then pull it out. So we've got everything set up now, and on first sight this is a really smart looking pushchair. I can see there's plenty of room in the seat, so as your child reaches the upper age limit of 22k, they look like they're going to be plenty comfortable enough. You're not going to be tight for space at all. It's a nice tall seat, it's also quite wide as well. Starting with the seat unit, the material's got a nice little pattern to it. As I said, this is in the pebble colour, so this is a nice medium grey colour. It's got lots of padding on it. It looks really comfortable. If you were using it for a newborn, you might want to put a nice soft liner on there, but to me it doesn't seem much need to. It looks plenty comfortable enough. And having a look at the straps here, there are 3 different height positions that we can put our straps in. So obviously this is going to adapt with your child as they grow. And like most other pushchairs, you just need to re-thread the straps through the back of the pushchair as you want to move them up. Here is our clasp. It's a 5-point harness, and all you need to do is press that button in and then pull these parts out. And of course, if you want to, you can attach from the top as well, which is what's making it the 5-point harness. and you just clip that back into place when you're strapping your child in. You've got some nice shoulder straps here. They're not too padded, but they'll be plenty comfortable enough. And you also have the padding here just to keep your child more comfortable so that strap doesn't press into them. The nice things about the Litetrax is it has what they call this flex system on the seat. And what that is some springs underneath there. So if you're going over slightly bumpier terrain, it's going to make it a smoother ride for your child because it's going to absorb those bumps so that your child doesn't feel them as much. So that's a really nice feature that the Litetrax has. You can as well, if you want to, adjust the footrest. So there's two positions for that. This is in the lowest position. This is probably how you're going to want it when you've got an older child and they're hanging their legs over. And you can also bring it up. So underneath here, there's two buttons under the material that you'll be able to feel. And you just bring that up. And then that's great if your child's napping or for when they're smaller. We'll spin this around now so we can have a look at how the seat reclines. So there are 4 recline positions on the Litetrax Pro. And if you can see here, we've got a bar, and that's the mechanism that we're going to use to bring the seat down. So all you need to do is push that bar up and then let the seat drop into its first position. So let's spin that around so you can see it. So this is on the 2nd position now. And we'll bring it down again. This is on its 3rd position, so you can see that's a really nice napping position if your child doesn't want to lay flat. And last one, this is its lie flat position. So you can see there it's still on a very slight recline, but it's plenty flat enough to make sure that your child can have a nice comfortable sleep. Now, one of the other things that you'll notice is that we've got absolutely loads of fabric here. And what that's going to do for your child is keep them nice and sheltered and protected when they're having a sleep in there. And this is one of the things I always like to see on a pushchair because I think it's really nice when your child's sleeping for them to be nicely cocooned in. Right, so let's bring that seat back up, all the way up. And you can see on its upright position, it sits nice and high. There's not too much of a recline at all. Some pushchairs, even on the upright, it still has a slight recline. This is really nice because your child's going to be sitting forward. Next up, let's look at the hood. Now, this is an oversized hood. So if we bring this out, you can see that it's a really nice size. There's absolutely loads of coverage, even when the seat is brought forward. And you've got this nice little bit of extra material here that's just going to help keep the sun out of your child's eyes. It's UPF 50 plus, so it is going to provide sun protection for your child. And the great thing about this hood is it is extendable. So you've got a zip here. When we let that down, look at the size of it. Goes almost down to the bumper bar. An extendable hood is absolutely brilliant when you have a child that gets distracted when you're trying to get them to nap, because you can pull this down, they can't see what's going on in the outside world, and it will keep it nice and dark for them so that they can go to sleep. So this is a really nice, useful feature. The hood feels really sturdy, made of the same material that the seat is. It is not too thin at all, actually. It's feels really nice, really sturdy and well made. You can see on the hood we've got some ventilation windows. We've got a few of these actually. So we've got either side of the hood here. We have got a little peekaboo ventilation window here, and if we bring that down, if they were lying flat, if you'd had the seat on recline, we've also got this ventilation window here as well. So what that's going to do for your child is just provide them some ventilation in the hotter months and keep them nice and cool. Let's have a look at these wheels. So as I said at the start, one of the differences between the Litetrax Pro and the Litetrax 4 is that the wheels on the Pro are rubber foam filled wheels. So these are all-terrain wheels. With the Litetrax 4, they're EVA tyres, and the EVA tyres are really only suited for urban areas. So if you're looking for something that you can use for an urban area and for countryside walks, these are the type of wheels that would be good for you. Now, because they're made of rubber, they're going to be really nice to push over any surface at all. And because they're foam filled rather than air, you won't get any punctures. So it's going to be much less maintenance than an air-filled tyre might be for you. However, if you are hoping to use this for real off-road rides, so you go to the forest a lot, maybe you go on the beach a lot, something like that, you probably would want an air-filled tyre rather than these foam-filled ones. And that's because it's foam filled, therefore it has less give to it. So an air filled is better suited for very, very, very rough terrain. However, this is perfect if you're just going for a normal countryside walk. It's not too extreme. This is going to take you from town to the countryside with no problems at all. Whilst we're down here, let's have a look at the basket. So if we just spin this round, we can see it is a decent sized basket. You've got nice high sides here. It's a little bit shallow on this side, but I wouldn't say too much, so I wouldn't imagine anything's going to fall out. You've got plenty of room there for a changing bag, your coat, any shopping. I don't think you're going to have any problems at all in terms of the size. Here we have our brake. Now with this brake, to lock your wheels, all you're going to do is push it down with your foot, and then when you want to unlock it, you just press it again with your foot, and it comes up. So unlike most traditional brakes, you're not going to use your foot to click it up. All it is down, and then to unlock your wheels, it's the same action, and that's going to bring the brake off for you. Here we've got the parent tray that we attached earlier. You've got room in here for a couple of drinks, and it's got this little compartment here that you'll be able to put your keys in, your phone in, anything like that that you don't obviously want to put in the basket. You can keep it close to hand, nice and safe, because there's Velcro here. So when you attach that, it's going to be nicely secure. The handle has got this leatherette detailing on as well, so it feels really nice. And it's curved, which makes it really nice to push. It puts you in a really good position when you're pushing the pushchair. It's a good height. I would say this is going to be suitable regardless of whether you're quite short or quite tall. It looks to me like you won't have any problems regardless of your height, really. And it's lovely to push. So one of the things they say about Litetrax Pro is that you can push it one-handed, and I can definitely confirm that is the case. It's got all-wheel suspension, so it's really nice and smooth when you push it, and you won't have any problems holding maybe your other child's hand whilst you're pushing one-handed with the pushchair. I'll show you how to fold it next. So it's a one-handed fold, and it's really simple to do. So this is similar to the Litetrax 4. Underneath here, you've got a strap and a button, and what you're going to do is push the button in with your thumb and then use the rest of your hand to pull the strap up, and that's going to close the pushchair for us. So I'll show you how to do that. So we're just going to push down, pull the strap up. There you go. It is so simple and quick to do. Here it is in its folded size. Now, I would say you'd be able to get this into most car boots. It's not ultra compact, but obviously the pushchair isn't ultra compact itself, but I would say it is quite small in comparison to other pushchairs of this size. So hopefully you won't have any problems regardless of your car boot space. Now, to get the pushchair up, all we're going to do is undo this clasp. So this clasp automatically goes into place when you close the pushchair down, holding the frame into place. And to bring the pushchair up, we're just going to undo that clasp. There we go. And use the handle to bring the pushchair back into place. It is really, really easy, and because it's quite light, only 9.7, it doesn't feel too much at all bringing that pushchair up and bringing it into place. You don't have to do any silly little jiggle or anything with it to get it into place. It will automatically click, and then you're good to go. As I said at the start, you can combine this with various Joie car seats and also Carrycots. And if you don't have a Joie car seat, you'll probably still be able to attach it to the pushchair if you just buy the correct adapters, which are the Maxi Cozy style ones. And you're going to put those adapters here where the bumper bar is. So they're going to slide into place, and then you'll just be able to pop your car seat on. Now, with the Litetrax, you do have to leave all of the fabrics in place when you're putting a car seat or Carrycot on. Obviously, you would just bring that seat down, but it's not a problem. It's still really nice to use even with keeping those fabrics on. So that's all the features of the Litetrax Pro. Hopefully this has given you a really good overview of what it does. In my opinion, this is a really, really nice mid-price pushchair. There's not really much more you can ask for if you're paying this sort of price for a pushchair. It's really good quality, it's a lovely size, and it's really, really nice to push. And obviously having those all-terrain wheels are a really nice bonus because you're going to be able to use them anywhere. We do like a Joie product at Buggy Baby, and it's not hard to see why when you take something like this out of the box and it delivers on everything that you hope it will. So definitely a great choice, as I said, if you are looking for a mid-range pushchair, you don't want too many frills and whistles to it. This will do you great, and it will definitely last your child up until that upper age limit with a really nice size seat. So if you want any more information at all, you can go on to buggybaby.co.uk. If you've got any questions, please do leave them in the comments, and thank you for watching.